What's up, everybody? We're going to play Wordle, and it's going to be for Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Today is going to be drink, is the word from Lakia's starter list. Every word this month has been a potential theme word for a New Year's resolution, so, maybe take it easy on the drinks. We've had it, so how did drink perform today? R, out of position. Okay, so once again, potential ER trap, right? I keep using water, and water goes nicely with drink. That's actually the best drink in the house. Do we get water in two? Oh my gosh. All right, here we go, guys. Let the fun begin. It's not the super evil rarer, which I'm waiting for, because the A is not second. So we can rule out, thankfully, any of the AER traps and the IER traps. So that still leaves us with U and O. Oh my gosh, we literally had the O the other day, darn it. And there's definitely more O's than U's, so I think I'll start there. Oh my gosh, this is insane. I mean, this is kind of funny. You could do sober. It would, again, go great with our theme. I don't believe we've had it. My only concern is, like, how useful are those going to be if we do get into a nasty, nasty trap? So the S could get you, hopefully, might get us sober. And if it is yellow, then in the third position, it could get you, I was thinking it could get you a poser. A poser, like he's a poser. It would potentially get you loser, but we did have loser already. So it's like a pretty good, it's like a really good strong word in itself. It's like a natural feeling word where you not feel like you're going off the deep end and putting in something a little strange, maybe like squib. But you also have to, think in the future, like how useful will it be to get us out of a potential jam? So what else are we looking at here? The W's. Okay, I'm actually happy that the W's gone because that's a nasty one. Bower, tower, cower, rower, which we don't have to worry about anymore. Mower, power. Okay. So I think another one to think about would be, okay, the V, hover and lover. But let's put sober in first. Okay, so it's not the OER structure. Interesting. Okay, we have to be careful because it could be, it could be an E. Lever looks really good. A lever. Ouch. Okay, so I like lever. I like lever a lot. Almost certain we haven't had it. Let's just check, and that's the only one I see with the E. With the E second. Let's just quickly examine a few U's. Purer. Oh, purer. So here's the deal, right? I'm going to go with lever, and if that fails, then we know we're most likely going to need a U. And maybe before I put in purer, I hate to say it, guys, to disappoint you, but I might have to do a test word just in case, because it's extremely nerve-wracking when there's a lot of possibilities remaining. Whereas before with rower, I felt confident to stay in hard mode all the way to that sixth guess because, it pretty much had to be rower. Okay, did we get lever in 4? No. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Oh. So I see two things here. I see it could be queer. I don't think we've had that. and possibly the pure. Ouch. What is going on here? So, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I look, you can bring it on in the comments. It's totally okay. All right. You can bring it in on the comments. When Doug R and I decided to have a head-to-head, it was simply head-to-head based off of always using the starter words from Lakia's list. There was never anything that said that you had to stay in hard mode. Speaking of which, let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're not in hard mode, okay? So it's not like I'm, changing the setting. So, don't get angry at me, guys. You would do the same unless you're just a consistent hardcore hard mode player. But if you're not, you would do the same, and you'd have to do peak, right? Because you have to check for pure and queer. And if it's neither of those, then we could lose. Okay. What? It's not pure? What is this word? Guys, this is kind of scary here. This doesn't make any sense. What on earth is going to go in the X spot? A rooper? I've never heard of a rooper. I've heard of a rupee, right? A yupper? Fupper, gupper, hupper, jupper, zupper, cuper, and muper. None of those really make sense. So let's try. Ooh, upper. We'll examine this, guys. I think we have it. I mean, this is all I think it could be. We're going to examine to find out if I hadn't put peak in, if I could have lost this. Just double checking that I'm not making any mistakes. Do we get upper in 6? All right, let's think about this, guys. So let's suppose that we wanted to play Daredevil mode. And again, remember, I didn't change the settings. It was already out of hard mode, so don't get too mad at me, okay? Now, if I hadn't put peak in, I never even thought of upper. I was thinking of queer and pure. If I had put, let's suppose I put queer in, then the U would not have been in position, and I think I would have been okay. Then you probably would have had to weasel your way into upper. And if I had put pure in, then you'd almost be in the same position as we are right now. So the bottom line is, I guess I didn't have to use peak. I think it would have settled anyway. It's just so nerve-wracking, though, when you have completely forgotten a word. But fortunately, it would have settled in the dust. Okay. Well, I really hope. You know what? I really hope. Sounds crazy, but I hope Doug R got me today. I think he does strictly play in hard mode, and he would deserve the victory if he got that in 5 or fewer guesses. Wow, guys, holy cow, it shouldn't take 10 minutes to solve a Wordle, but, when your streak, which is close to 500, is on the line, you're going to fight every last inch, right? Wow, that was really evil. Upper. Should we just quickly check Squirtle? I mean, heck, we already used 10 minutes. Why not? Okay. Why not just check it real quick? Upper. Here we go. So I'll follow their progression to see if it would have gotten it faster based off of the starting word. And what was our starting word again? It was drink, right? Then it wants rares. Then it wants tower. Then it wants lever. Then it wants buyer. And then, oh, wow. On the sixth guess, it's upper. And Squirtle gets it in 5, which makes sense because slate is the superior starting word. Okay, but I feel good knowing that with upper, even the AI, would have gotten it in 6. So I don't think it was a horrible solve based off of drink. And yeah, lever was definitely a possibility. Oh, wow, guys. So there you have it. Yeah, and I don't think there was any other options after we put in peak. So there's nothing left to check. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I'm afraid this will probably be not as terrible as a rower, but it is still it's an unusual ER trap because the last thing you're thinking of is putting the U in front, and yeah, it's going to probably waste some guesses. Like for me, because I went right down all the vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. And the U, of course, wasn't second, it was first, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was really nasty, but we survived another day. And again, I really do wish Doug R a success today. I think he deserves this. He deserves the win on today's drink. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, before I forget, is going to be brain, okay? Use your brain as much as possible to improve mental health, especially when you come close to failing on Wordle. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of Wordle. What's up, everybody? We're going to play Connections. We're going to do it for January 23. And let's see what we have today. We've got better, blanket, satchel, pagan. Very interesting word. Smarter. Okay, and again, going to pay close attention to that because it's in the comparative form. Smarter. Makes me think of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That show with Foxworthy. What was his first name? In any case, utensils, and plural, okay? So this is going to be really interesting. Vixen, surpass, fedora. Okay, that's a hat. Top. So a top hat, a fedora hat. We could think about hats possibly, but I don't see other hats. Basket, widen. Makes me think of Biden. Cooler, whip, bomber, and eclipse. Is there word play on presidents? Biden. Kagan, I think, was the head of the Treasury. Yelena Kagan, I think her name was. I think I don't think I'm approaching this from the right angle. This doesn't make any sense. So let's kind of ignore that. Let's ignore that, right, guys? Eclipse. Total Eclipse of the Heart. Famous song from the 80s. Cooler. Wine cooler. A wine cooler. A cooler. A cooler, a basket, a blanket, and utensils. These would be picnic accessories. Okay, I like that. That looks really good. Let's hold on to that. It's because it's definitely not purple. A bomber jacket. Oh, yes! Oh my God, I'm loving this one. I don't think I'm going to fail today, guys, because I think we have the picnic category set up. This is so cool. It's just like Popeye, except it's Indiana Jones. Oh my gosh, that was like literally my favorite movie when it came out, I think it was either 1980 or 1981. Guys, I was so infatuated with that movie that like I would ride down the street where I grew up in New Jersey on my bike with a boom box, and I had one of those 8-track tapes with the theme song to Indiana Jones, and I would blast it driving my bike down the street. That just brings back a blast of nostalgia. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. And it's the fedora, right? He had the famous fedora hat. He wore the bomber jacket. He had his whip and he had his satchel. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cool. Let me know in the comments, guys, of the three. And I really only considered the first three. I thought that the next two, which came like in the 2000s, were not very good. But of the three, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade, which was your favorite? For me, I probably would go with the original Raiders. It's just incredible. But the other two were really great too. All right. So we got two categories. Let's see. Then we've got we still have to deal with better, widen, eclipse. Oh, then you've got to better someone, to eclipse someone, to surpass them. Interesting. Better, to better someone, to top them, to surpass them. But not smarter, to smarter. I'm smarter, I'm better. That's a little weird. So let's go. What else? So what else do we have here? We've got pagan, vixen. To eclipse, to surpass, to top, and to better. There you go. And then you'd have widen, pagan, smarter, and vixen. Ha, I got it. Now this is going to be a tough decision. I was right all along. It was presidents. It's just sort of like homophones. No, not even homophones, but like the first letter changed to make the president. So it is Biden, and it's Nixon, it's Carter, and it's Reagan. That's got to be purple because that's some serious wordplay. So we'll go with Biden, whatchamacallit, Reagan, Carter, and Nixon. These would be presidents with, and their name has been modified both in spelling and especially the first letter. Okay, they rhyme. Obviously, that's the simpler way to say it, but I think my answer is good. I'm going to go with Indiana Jones next because this is very reminiscent of that Popeye one. So we're going to go the fedora, the bomber jacket, the satchel, and the whip. I just love this so much, guys. You have no idea. I think this should be blue. These would be Indiana Jones accessories or part of Indiana Jones' wardrobe. Yeah. All right. And then we've got a decision to make. We've got basket. We've got basket, cooler, utensils, and blanket. I'm not going to overthink it. Are these things that you would use for a picnic? Yeah. Guys, I don't believe this. This is to overtake. Outdo. Holy cow, guys, 3 in a row! Ho, ho, ho! 3 in a row! 3 in a row! I think that's a record among, not just me, but I think among all the YouTubers, okay? I'll leave it to you guys and any of the other fellow YouTubers to chime in and let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't know if anyone has ever done 3 rainbows in a row. Wow! Guys, you have to brace yourself. I know some of you hate it. Chaz Hope and PW Miles have already expressed utter abhorrence for this ridiculous kashazzle wazzle. But guys, please let me enjoy the limelight. This is a record-breaking moment. Please, if you love it, crank up the volume. If you do hate it, close your ears because here we go. Kashazzle wazzle! And there you go. Guys, that was awesome. Having said that, I do believe that you guys are incredibly good at this game, and I don't think there's going to be a tremendous amount of trouble. I really don't. In fact, I really don't even see any really nasty overlap. Okay? I don't really see any overlap. The only thing that just messed me up a little bit was smarter. but it just didn't make sense that smarter would go with surpass because they're just not even the same part of speech. So I really enjoyed that one. I actually like the presidents too, because I immediately saw the Biden, but I just didn't see the rest, so I wasn't sure if that was a dead end. And the Indiana Jones is just, wow, I love it. So thank you very much, Winaloo, for an amazing puzzle. And guys, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Are we going to make it 4 in a row? We'll find out. It'll be for the next round of Connections. What's up, everybody? A few of you did call me out yesterday, and I totally accept the, I would assume it to be kind of like positive criticism that I just didn't play yesterday's game very well. I got stuck with that, putting in lame for mildly wet or whatever it was. So let me just move my microphone to the side and let's try to do better today. Material made by melting sand. I hope it's glass. It's your left when facing the sunrise. It's to your left when facing the sunrise. North. And 1 in a cast. Say this isn't fair. Say this isn't fair, say. And look for. I think they like to use seek for look for. This one down should be easy. Chew like a beaver, so that's gnaw. Scottish bodies of water are locks. The Sopranos restaurateur. Ouch, I don't know that. Objects lit across, okay, a stone. And he tells Donkey ogres are like onions. Shrek. And 1 in a cast would be an actor. And say this isn't fair. Wine! Yeah! Whew! Okay, finally. Again, some of the other YouTubers set a much faster solve rate that they're content with. But for me, just because I'm not really like I'm not really a crossword guy. As you know, some of these clues really do befuddle me. I'm totally thrilled to get it in under a minute. But for the Saturday, maybe more like 3 minutes, because that's a little bit more challenging. And there you have it, guys. So I don't know if Art needed any constructive criticism on this one. I think that went really well. 1 in a cast, I should have had that. But for some reason, I was thinking of a cast like when you get an injury. Okay, so I was thinking of like a limb that you put in the cast. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And of course, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next round of the mini crossword.